Hi Aquarius, this is your forecast for the month of August 2018. This is a general reading for Aquarius Sun, Aquarius Rising, or Aquarius Moon. For a more rounded overview, please watch your rising and moon sign as well. So Aquarius, this first week, you are focused on connecting with others, getting some kind of assistance, being a team player. Now, for some of you, this has to do with perhaps improving your property or your home. There's something that you're planning and you're connecting with other people. It could be people who have special skills. Maybe these are crafts people. Maybe these are people that are going to examine your home for something or do some work on your home. And for some of you, this is about improving yourself, using your talents and using that toward gaining some kind of expertise or knowledge. You want to grow professionally or change your status somehow. So you may be getting a permit or some kind of certification, or you're, passing an exam for a class, you're working on a degree. There's something that you're doing that may connect to making progress and learning. For some of you, maybe you are thinking about even changing your residence. So for you, there's a focus on working hard, developing your talent or connecting to talented individuals, being very diligent or competent with something. You're trying to have this high standard of expertise and perfectionism, and maybe you're working with others to get that. You want to create some harmony also. You want for something that you've been dealing with for it to fall into place. Maybe there's been a complication of sort and you're connecting with other people who can give you some advice, some insight about how to repair or improve or fix something or move forward. So there could be the end of a struggle. You have finally gotten some assistance to make a decision. For some of you, this is going to manifest through perhaps a face-to-face meeting or a conference, or maybe going to court, some kind of group setting where people are gathered together. It could be a teaching, a classroom setting, some kind of study setup, but where others are connected in order to make some progress, look at what's going on, and look for the potential and the pitfalls. So this is a time where you're taking the bigger picture. A light is being shown on a circumstance, and so you can see it clearly. You know what's working about it, what's not working about it. And once you get all of this expertise or this knowledge or advice, you can move forward. This might be a good week if you were working on a project for you to finally push that forward, or you know how you need to change it or tweak it, and so you go back and take care of those details. Or maybe you're involved in a situation with somebody where you're taking that relationship or connection to the next level. So for some of you, you're starting something, you're putting it out there. For others of you, you're wrapping some things up, you're bringing something to conclusion, your project, your studies, a situation. Because again, you're weighing the good points and the bad points, the strengths and the weaknesses, and you're trying to get the most bang for the buck. You're trying to be the most efficient that you can with the least amount of money. So for some of you, you're looking to gain more peace of mind. It could be that, you are struggling because you're dissatisfied with some work. Maybe there's something that was, done shoddily, or maybe somebody didn't perform the way they should have, either you or someone connected to you. For some of you, maybe you've just kind of lost interest. There's a lack of ambition. You're not really putting forth a lot of effort, or maybe somebody doesn't have the expertise, the skill, the knowledge, or maybe you missed out on some kind of opportunity. So for some of you, somebody is calling you to task on your performance, or you them. So there could be some criticism because somebody poorly performed, or maybe somebody failed an exam. Maybe somebody's not even getting the attention or the respect or the recognition that they deserve. So this could be a week where you're seeking that approval. You're trying to gain some kind of status socially. And, maybe you're going on an interview with somebody, and you could find out that, you're not the right fit. You're too qualified for the job that you're going after. Or maybe you're being too much of a perfectionist. So for some of you, something is holding you back. There's some kind of delay. You're not able to move forward given the information that comes out. Maybe you feel like there's something that you want or that you deserve, and again, you've been passed over, or you're not getting the recognition, or you have just too many things to attend to, and so you can't focus on what you want to. Especially if you are involved with people that are excessively demanding or needy or insecure, you may feel that that's keeping you back from making progress. And for some of you, there's going to be some kind of perhaps a confrontation of sorts. For some of you, maybe you're going to go to court. Somebody may be accusing you of misrepresenting yourself materially or emotionally or vice versa. So if you have a lot of unfinished business, or you've discovered that whatever you've been dealing with has got a lot of flaws, this is a time for you to focus on rectifying that, closing that out before you try to move on to something new. This is not the time to seek a new job or project, because obviously there's too much hanging in limbo, too many loose ends that you need to deal with. And so you're not going to, if you try to start something new right now, you're not going to make the progress that you want anyway. Your mind may be distracted by the things that need to be taken care of, and so you won't be able to focus. For some of you, you want to travel perhaps, and maybe that's proving to be very difficult. Maybe you can't get your itinerary together, or something is off about the schedule, or you can't get the right price for the ticket. So something is more costly or frustrating than usual. Now, the second week, you have this Two of Pentacles. And by virtue of falling in this slot, this is probably the most important card in your reading. So you are feeling this up and down. Maybe it's an up and down in your emotions, or it could be, up and down in your resources. You could be going back and forth with somebody about what's right with something, or what's wrong with something, or what needs to be improved or done. And you may be trying to deal with some kind of property or improvement issue where you're having to, the money comes in, and as soon as it gets there, the money goes out. You've got something to pay, one thing after another, maybe a repair, a renovation, something. Or you need something in order to accomplish another goal, and you're having to pay for that. For others of you, you need to get some assistance. You need some help, some cooperation, because you're juggling a lot of obligations. And so you're having to, be flexible this week, because you have so many things going on. And maybe you've spread yourself just a little bit too thinly, whether that's physically, emotionally, or financially. For others of you, you're trying to get some cooperation. There's a product that you have produced, and you're putting it out there, or a service that you're offering. So there's some kind of exchange taking place between you and other people. So this could be a week where there's some change taking place, change in the environment, changes at work. Maybe you're changing your job, changing your location, maybe you're traveling, but there's movement. For some of you, twos indicate options. You're having to make a choice between two different things, two opportunities, two people. So you're having to make a decision, or maybe skillfully manipulate something, ride the ups and downs of a circumstance. For some of you, you're going to be receiving a gift, perhaps. But this is going to be a week where you got to stay on your toes. You got to be ready to deal with the next issue. And keeping the balls in the air is the name of the game. And this could be a week where, something out of the ordinary could occur. You could get some opportunity that's romantic or financial or legal, or some kind of stroke of unexpected good luck that comes up when you weren't even looking for it and where you least expect it. So this is a week to prioritize, know that you're going to have a lot on your plate. And for some of you, it's going to be easy for you to deal with that. You're going to be able to juggle whatever is on your agenda. Some of you, given the information that you got, the insight or advice, or you found out, what you need to pay to get something, you may be going over your budget. You may be reviewing some things that connect to your future and the security of your future. You're looking at the long-range benefits. So you may be, tweaking some things according to your financial situation. Now, for some of you, maybe you're dealing with some kind of red tape. And so for some of you, you're looking at your resources and there's a problem. Perhaps you haven't spent in the best way, or there's been some wastefulness of either finances or materials. You could feel very unorganized this week. Maybe you're scattering your energy. Maybe somebody, again, is not putting forth the effort that they should. And so you may feel overwhelmed by circumstances, especially if you have taken on more than you can actually handle. So for some of you, there's an instability to the week, and something may be canceled or postponed, or you may feel like something is just way too complicated for you to deal with and you just can't handle it. For others of you, we get back to that Three of Pentacles and getting the cooperation or the assistance from others. You may feel like somebody that you're connected to is in charge of the money and they're holding on to too many of the resources. They're not releasing something that you need. So for some of you, this is a week where it can be very overwhelming and you may be looking for some form of escape. Maybe there's something going on with you physically because of the stress of what you're dealing with, or you're using your physical self in some way as an excuse for not showing up. So maybe you're going to say, oh, I'm sick, or you call in for a mental health day, or you've got some kind of psychosomatic illness that you're hiding behind, because you want to avoid people and you don't want to deal with situations that you don't want to face. And for others of you, you're just really stretched thin. You're having to get creative about how you maneuver your finances and your budget. And so you may have to take from one place, maybe your savings account or some money that you had put back for a specific purpose. You're going to have to dip into that to pay for something else you didn't expect. Now, this also ties to choices, and perhaps some of your choices were not the best. And maybe you're getting, some advice or some acknowledgement of that. Some light is shining on a situation. And it could be that you've been unrealistic about something. And because you suddenly realize that you are on this emotional roller coaster, you feel irritable or depressed about a situation. So this is you being careful of being impulsive this week. There's a need for flexibility, and where perhaps you've been too rigid or where you've overstretched yourself. So it's about being adaptable to circumstances so that you can adjust to the ups and downs and whatever is happening. Now, the third week, you have the Knight of Pentacles. This is earth energy. It could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising, male or female, or just the traits of this knight. This is a knight that connects to creating results, some tangible results that are slow and steady. This is the slowest knight in the deck. And you may feel some emotional ups and downs about how slowly things are moving, or how long it takes you to get some kind of cooperation or assistance or connection to somebody. This is a knight who is very slow to respond emotionally. He's very focused on practical matters, the issue at hand. And for some of you, you are connecting to people that relate to your finances, maybe an accountant or a money manager. For others of you, if this was about some kind of home improvement, maybe you're dealing with a craftsperson or somebody who repairs something, could be a mechanic or a builder. So you're connecting with somebody somebody that may do something with their hands, or they work in some type of industry. For some of you, again, this is a focus on movement. So you may be traveling for business, or you may be focused on managing something, developing something, or owning something. Could be land or real estate, investments that make money. And for some of you, maybe you want to connect to the earth. Maybe you're doing some gardening, or you want to be out in nature, or maybe you're trying to improve a product. You're designing something. So this could be a week where you're also focused on your health. You're trying to make some progress. There's something that you want to renew. Your income, your ambitions, your health, and you want a new beginning. You want to revitalize something. In some cases, heal a situation. So this is a week that focuses on making progress. You're using your common sense to improve your finances. And this could be a week where you get an unexpected gift of income or resources. You're very focused on what's practical, what's sensible, taking that action, working hard, being diligent to move up the ladder of success. And you may be focused also on issues that connect to your sense of security emotionally, issues that relate to loyalty, devotion, faithfulness. So for some of you, there could be some issues where maybe you're involved in a secret love affair. You're weighing your options about something, or you're juggling between two partners, and you're trying to figure out how you can connect to somebody that you're interested in. For others of you, maybe you're getting involved in some kind of activity with other people, and that opens the doorway to better social or romantic opportunities. Whatever you're involved in, this is a night who is no frills. He's practical, no nonsense. So you're going to want to be involved with people who either offer you something on a practical level, or they're somehow stable, or your connection is. You're not going to want to be with people who make you feel that sense of up and down. Now, negatively, this could be where somebody is either, going to extremes. Again, there could be some wastefulness. Somebody's not making good decisions. Either they have a lack of experience, or they're not taking responsibility seriously. So this could be a week in the negative where your finances are at risk, and maybe something has occurred because of other people's actions, or maybe you're blaming a situation on somebody else. Again, that Three of Pentacles says you may feel that somebody needy or insecure is weighing you down. For some of you, if this is a secret love affair, the physical could be in focus, and that may be stressful or confusing for you. So there could be some confrontations this week that center around money issues, or some power struggles, or somebody being dishonest with money. So you may be conflicted, and there could be something that you feel an emotional up and down about, because this night can tend to lend a pessimistic air to a situation. So maybe in one moment you feel excited, and then you think no, and then you get excited again, or you felt excited about something and somebody's trying to talk you out of the situation. So you are looking at either where somebody's moving very slowly, or somebody is moving too quickly and they're making poor decisions because of it. So somebody may be complacent and irresponsible and not doing what they should do. Or somebody is being reckless, running through money, or somebody's being very practical in managing. It could be simply that you need to change your mindset. Whatever it is, you have more patience this week. You're going to take the time to work out your budget, or restructure some things, or work on your health, or try to hone in on how you can improve a situation. Whatever ties to your economic and your emotional growth and provides you security, you're going to be looking at that. You're going to be looking at your behaviors, your habits, your patterns, the things that have influenced that for better or for worse. So you're going to be focused on where you're spending your time, your money, your emotion. So either you're doing too much of something or you're doing too little of it, and that's what you're going to be taking stock of. For some of you, again, there's something that you're excited about and somebody's acting like a wet blanket. Now, the last week you have the Queen of Pentacles. This is more earth energy. And so Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn are just the traits of this queen. Again, you want to make progress. You want to empower yourself. There's something that you're interested in, some kind of plan or dream that you have, and you want to manifest that and move forward. And so you may need to take charge. This queen, is a good omen for business, for moving finances ahead. She's organizing. So you could be focused on organizing, planning, getting some cooperation, getting some advice. This is somebody who appreciates life, the good things, both luxurious and simple. So good food, a beautiful environment, good physical health, taking care of the kids, the garden, the animals, her business, a project, the people in her life. So that could be in focus, sensibly managing something, whatever that is, whatever brings you security. And she is somebody, again, who appreciates wealth. She likes money. She likes to display her wealth. But she's also concerned for the welfare of others. Maybe she's a provider or a protector or a benefactor of some sort. So this could be a week where you are focused on maybe property management or managing your funds or getting your life organized or creating some prosperity or involving yourself in some form of sensuality or maybe even hospitality. So there's something going on connected to cultivating something where you can see results. And this is a week where either you or someone connected to you is going to want some bottom line answers. They want to see the results. This lady works hard and she wants to see something tangible for it. And she wants to know that you're working hard as well. Now, she also has ties to land and earth. So for some of you, maybe you're connecting to a real estate agent. You're trying to figure out if you have enough money to purchase something. Could be some unexpected gifts of income through a benefactor of some sort. Now, negatively, she's going the other extreme, of course. She can be very tight. She's petty. She's insecure. She's fearful of trying to create those results, or she doesn't believe in herself that she can. Maybe she's neglecting her responsibilities, or she doesn't have good common sense, or perhaps she feels entitled to what she's getting. Maybe she's a status seeker of some sort. So for some of you, either this is a person who is grounding, who is stabilizing the environment and those around her. She's capable of holding her own. Or she's somebody who is not able to manifest what she desires. She's struggling with power or financial issues. So for some of you, business and finance are in focus. For others of you, maybe, pregnancy or fertility or prosperity. But once again, you're going to feel like you want to take a relationship to the next level. You feel confident about where you are. Maybe you've gotten those answers that you were seeking. And so somebody you're connected to, you're going to start over with this person, start again, or deal with somebody from your past or someone entirely new because you have a mutual understanding. You're sharing the same goals, the same outlook, and the same interests. But because this queen likes to manage and be in charge, she thinks she knows best, she may be making decisions without consulting others, and that could bring about some kind of conflict. Maybe she's speaking out of turn, or she's giving the go-ahead to something. So there could be a difference of opinion and some control issues. Now, for some of you, this is revolving around some kind of invitation, perhaps to socialize, or maybe there's, some relationship that's turning into a romance, or perhaps you've met a new friend, or there's some opportunity that you want to take advantage of, or you're realizing that you need to get out there in the community. You need to, connect to others in order to make something happen. Now, because we're ending on a court card, if you don't have strong earth energy, this is somebody else calling the shots. They're making the decision. Now, the underlying energy is this Eight of Pentacles. So once again, you're working very hard for something. In fact, you've got nothing but pentacles in this reading. So there's a pronounced focus on the physical, health, money, ambition, security. And you are focused again on some kind of improvement of some sort. Maybe as a craftsperson or connecting to somebody, could be learning some information. You could be acting in the role of teacher or student or mentor. Maybe you're doing some training. So you're working to make some improvement. You're being very diligent, and knowledge is important. Focusing on the details, putting something in order, getting an education or improving a talent. So for some of you, this ties to school or study or some class. For others of you, this is job training, getting some kind of certification. You want to improve yourself, and whatever you're working on, it's likely that this is something that means a lot to you. It's a labor of love. You are putting in the effort because you believe in it. And you're focused on your material security and your talent. So for some of you, you're going to get a new job. For others of you, you're going to change your career. Maybe that change comes about through new responsibilities or a job promotion, a new job title. Some of you are going to enter a totally new field of work. And others of you are going to decide to go into business for yourself. But all of this is focused on preparing for the future, increasing your talent, your skills, your knowledge. And so this is a period where you may be very focused on improving your investments. Maybe you're saving for a rainy day, or you're saving for a particular purchase. Perhaps maybe you want to buy a property or a piece of land. And you may be faced with some obstacles. You know, there could be some weaknesses in the plan, but those are not taking you off course. Those are motivating you to keep moving forward. You're very determined to succeed right now. So you're coming up with some strategies, some ways to increase your income. You're planning, you're getting organized, you're scheduling, you're looking at the strengths and the weaknesses of a situation. And so you're taking an active role in producing something and making it grow. That may be through, again, juggling multiple jobs. Maybe you get a second job, or there are lots of responsibilities because you're self-employed, or, you know, you're really trying to save all your pennies to build up that savings account. So this is a great month to go out there and seek help. Seek advice, get information, and you may just get that promotion, or maybe you're going to, apply for a job or have an interview, or you're going to do something that brings in more pay or more income. And if this is a health issue, you're going to start being more conscious of your health, the foods that you eat, exercising, and maybe, it's slow going. Maybe, sometimes you're not even enthusiastic about it, or maybe somebody's pessimistic about what you actually can accomplish, but you have made up your mind that you're going to move forward. In fact, there could be, again, some luck that happens, something serendipitous that ties to your hopes and dreams, and some decision or strategy that you come up can help you exceed your original expectation. Some unexpected gift or opportunity, or you're simply recognizing where you've been very slow and you need to take some action right now. Now, you're having to look at things, in some cases, some weaknesses where something wasn't somebody didn't put in the right effort, or they wasted some resources. Somebody may have been cutting some corners or cheating, or maybe they don't have the experience that they say they do, and they act like they know more than they do. It could be that somebody is doing something illegal or illicit or fraudulent, or, they're trying to take the easy way out, the shortcut. So something may be produced of some poor quality. Now, again, there can be a sense of entitlement, or maybe there's a lack of commitment to something. It could be somebody is ripping off the system in some way, or maybe somebody's unemployed, or there's a false sense of security, or maybe, your ups and downs in income because you work like contract work or piecemeal work, or work when you can find it. So you're trying to improve your situation now. For some of you, something is going to come up like an emergency. Either you need to pay some expense, or there's some medical situation, or something that you were planning or where you weren't planning for, and it depletes your savings account, or it threatens your security in some way. For others of you, you're changing your job because you're recognizing that your company is going downhill, or they're making some cuts, or they're reorganizing, and that's not to your advantage. For others of you, there's a medical issue, and it could be more serious. Either it's yours or somebody connected to you, and so you're going to have to pay some bills perhaps, and maybe you're looking to get some help. But for others of you, this is about emotional stuff where somebody's nitpicking. You may be in a rut. Maybe you're doing the same things over and over, or all you can see is one thing, or there's constant complaining. So either you or someone you're connected to is holding on to something, and that's blocking your progress. It could be somebody's too self-indulgent, because remember, the Queen of Pentacles loves wealth, or she loves to indulge herself, even though she's a hard worker. And so it could be that somebody is too self-indulgent. They're stuck in a particular way of doing things, and they don't want to step out of that zone. Now, this is going to connect to your ambitions, your future, your independence, the people that are tied to your destiny, and also your mood, your mindset, your environment, your productivity, your creativity, how you respond to changing conditions, things that are in flux. But you have no major cards. So whether it feels like it or not, you're pulling the strings. Now, again, your entire reading is Earth, which indicates some kind of stagnation or inaction. And because there's so many pentacles, you're under some kind of challenging circumstance. And the focus is on your work, your productivity. That Queen of Pentacles is very focused on getting some cooperation. She's very tied to that first card. Getting some assistance, getting some cooperation, having some kind of face-to-face meeting, trying to figure out what's wrong and what doesn't work. And for some of you, this is connected to some kind of love affair or a romance or a courtship, or something connected to tradition, or where you have to prove yourself, your worth, your skills, or there's some objective or goal you're set out on a quest to go after. For others of you, perhaps there's some mother-son issues that you're dealing with. Whatever it is, this indicates that you feel very secure, but this is a month where you really don't need to expect very much action. Things may feel very safe, very secure, very familiar, like home. And this is a great month if you're looking for safety and security, because whatever this foundation is, it's unshakable, it's immovable, it's solid. However, in some cases, the lack of movement may be frustrating for you. All right, Aquarius, I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, I'd love if you would subscribe. You can join me on Patreon to receive some extras, or at Instagram, or at my blog for a daily post. And of course, you can always book a personal reading at thealchemistastrologer.com.